Ah, the holidays, Christmas spirit. And what better way to celebrate this time of year than breaking some games? Now there are a few games that I've wanted to cover, but for the love of them, they're just not that glitchy. One of them, I don't believe I'm about to say this, Sonic R. It's surprisingly stable for a Sonic game, who knew that was possible? But that doesn't mean it's perfect, so let's kick off this wonderful made-up holiday of Glitchmas with day 1, Sonic R. The only Sonic racing game that actually makes sense because Sonic's not in a car. Why would he need a car? I'm looking at you, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. You know what you did. In the first track of the game, Resort Island, it's possible to just run through a wall and out of bounds. You had one job, collision programmer, one thing you were paid to do. The wall doesn't even put up a fight, you can just run right through it and you're able to run around out here until you reach the boundaries of the course. Once you're out here, you're able to run through the back walls of the tunnels that hold the gold coins or the emeralds. But make sure if you're gonna do that, you have enough rings to open the doors, otherwise you'll be stuck in the tunnel. Just so you know, this seemed like a really good idea at the time. For some reason, if you go to the area by the loop in this course, you'll find a blue balloon hidden inside the wall. Now the only reason I can think that this is here is the balloon asset is always loaded within the courses as a placeholder, even outside of the balloon mode. You're not able to pick it up however, so surprise! Here's a balloon you don't know why it's here or what it's doing or what. Probably the coolest thing about this out of bounds glitch in Resort Island is the fact that it can be used as a shortcut to get better times. If you go through the wall and make your way around the course going backwards, you'll eventually be able to swing around to the other side of the starting position and then go through it to count the lap. You can repeat this 3 times to finish the entire race, which is pretty sweet. Radical City is another course in the game that can be broken in a similar way. Midway through the course is this platform which hangs above the main track. If you position yourself like this, you'll be able to double jump up to the platform and slightly to the left to land on it, but you want to go through the barrier and out of bounds. This can be a bit tricky and may require a few attempts, but it's very doable. But once you're out of bounds, you can go exploring. Oh hey, look what I found, another hidden balloon. That's nice. But what we really want to do once we're out of bounds is get an awesome lap time. To do that, when we fall out of bounds, we need to head to the left and back to the starting position or the area just under these ramps. We need to run underneath this ramp and then turn to the right, and then we need to head for the finish line. Once the lap has been counted, we then need to make 2 large loops around as you see here. Doing this will trick the game into thinking we've gone around the whole course and completed 2 additional laps, when really we just did this. Now this can be a bit finicky and sometimes the lap won't count, but just copy what you see here and you'll get a better understanding of how this works. 3 seconds for a lap? Yeah, I'll take that. Regal Ruin isn't quite as broken, but you can still get out of bounds in this area of the course. You have to stand on the edge of this step and then move kind of left and right until you go through the wall and land out of bounds. There's not much to see once you're out here, and it's not as useful as the previous out of bounds in the other courses. Although, there is one funny glitch in this course. Jump on one of the many springs in this course and then simply hold down on the D-pad or the control stick and listen to that sweet, sweet sound. Strangely, this doesn't happen with the other types of spring in the game, and believe me, I tried. If you've hated yourself enough to play as Amy in this game, you'll know she has this boost ability with her car. And using this, we can break the game just a little bit more. We can use it to get out of bounds in Resort Island by boosting against this rock and then turning to the right. This can be a bit tricky as it seems to need a specific angle, but it's very possible. You can boost into this 20 ring building in a similar way, just get into the corner and then boost while turning to the right and you should clip through the wall. Good job there are a few rings in here, otherwise I'd be stuck. Again. You can use Amy's boost to get out of bounds more quickly in Radical City. When the race begins, turn left and drive next to the starting line post with an angle like this. When you begin the boost, start turning to the left slightly and it's possible to get pushed out of bounds using the post, but this can be a bit difficult to get first try. Once you get down here out of bounds, you can repeat the lap glitch from earlier. So drive under the ramp, then head towards the starting line, driving a little more to the left. Now drive around and through the post and the lap will count. Then you simply need to drive in a circle through the post 2 more times and the laps will count to finish the race. Check it out, I actually beat my lap time from before, nice! The final use of Amy's boost can be seen in the last track of the game, Radiant Emerald. You'll need to use the course reversed mode, so essentially the course is going the reverse way. When the race begins, head to the left and get behind the starting line post. If you boost against the post while turning to the right, which is not as easy as it looks, the post will push you out of bounds like it did in Radical City. If you do this correctly, you should land out of bounds in this huge dark void. When you land, you're going to need to move through this area very carefully, as there are invisible walls here, and also, if you get under parts of the track, the game will warp you upwards. What you need to do is get out of bounds and then drive around like this and then head for the loop you can see in the distance. Once you drive under the road, you'll be put back onto the course and then you can continue along. This is a great shortcut in the longest course of the game, and once you get to the starting line you can attempt the glitch again, although it's very difficult to get 3 times in a row and quickly at that. You may also get times where you land on the track below like this, which is still a shortcut, just not as effective. And it goes without saying, this is the hardest out of bounds in the game, so naturally it will take some practice. And so there you have it, some pretty useful glitches in Sonic R you guys can try out. But we're only just getting started, and so tomorrow it's day 2 of Glitchmas, and you wouldn't want to miss that, would you? Right? And if you like this episode, hit that like button, share it with everyone you know and love, but most importantly, please subscribe if you want to see more from the series. Head over to the Facebook page for the show. I post updates and sneak peeks to upcoming episodes and keep you guys in the know about all things Son of a Glitch. Or you can follow me on Twitter and keep updated that way. Go on, try it, you might like it.